Well, hello and welcome back to another video of the F1 2021 Driver Career Mode with McLaren, episode number 60 today for the Singapore Grand Prix of Season 4, round number 12. If you missed the previous episode uploaded on Monday at Monza, then you can of course go and check that out. Some dirty, dodgy tactics deployed at that race. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel, see plenty more F1 2021 Drive Career Mode videos. But coming into this episode then, it's going to be fully wet for the entire race at Singapore. Not great. So we've just got to get through this race really, because I don't think we're going to have enough pace. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. Although it's not like Monaco, I do actually have natural pace around here, unlike at Monaco where I'm not really that great around there. So we'll have to wait and see. In terms of the R&D, we'll stay in put because we've maxed out the car now except for durability. AlphaTauri have jumped Red Bull in the only other change. Now Alfa Romeo ahead of Aston Martin there as well, only slightly though. So into qualifying then, it's a dry qualifying for this episode. Unfortunately for me, I forgot to do something. Yeah, I forgot to change the power units over, so, well, yeah, we've compromised the setup as well for the race, and we've managed to come round, well, just to put it into perspective, a lot of people are doing 33-32s at the moment, in this track. The track's only getting better. We've done a 35-4. Well, this is the view behind what we're putting out, because from Sartle's sides cannot see anything into turn 1. He gets a little bit confused where he's going with the smoke there that he's pouring out at the end. So yeah, in the end, Ricciardo takes pole at 30.4, Verstappen third. But of course, yeah, we had no chance with that engine of doing anything. It was just just being undrivable. So we're going to have to take a fresh power unit. We only qualified 18th anyway, so time for the race.
Bad luck in qualifying. That's not exactly ideal. But there's no points for Saturday. Keep a cool head and make up for it in the race.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. We have a high risk of a safety car here today, as the abundance of tight corners mixed with these wet conditions could put a few cars off into the barriers. 23 turns then, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, make up the 3.1 mile lap of Marina Bay. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Daniel Ricciardo has a clear view ahead from pole position, with Pierre Gasly alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Lando Norris and Sainz, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso and George Russell, Latifi, Stroll, Esteban Ocon and Perez, Joe, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin and a McLaren. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
So yeah, Emma making a reappearance in this series. We haven't seen her for about, well, 40 episodes. So yes, 5 but lights then to a soggy, no-stop, wet Singapore from the back last place. Lights out and away we go, and it's a poor start. You know, I mean, I don't drive with driver tags on, so I can't see really anything. We died on the inside. Not too how many short cars there were. We're going to go round the outside, being really aggressive on the start, trying to make up as many places. There's Stroll already. Stroll had an engine penalty down the inside of Alonso, so that's good to be in front of Stroll. Stroll, of course, is one of our championship rivals as well. Although the main one, of course, is the championship leader Verstappen. Next up is Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri. Not had a great time of it, really, in this career mode. And it's down the inside for us, and we're up to P8 now. So we've made 12 positions up on the start. Most of those, though, on the first corner. Now it's just trying to see if we can slice through this traffic, because Giovinazzi doesn't have great pace in the Williams. The Williams doesn't seem to like these full wet conditions, so maybe Giovinazzi gambled with a dry setter compared to the likes of the Ferraris and so on. As well as we overtake Leclerc there, force Leclerc out into Tsunoda, but Tsunoda made contact with Leclerc and he's lost a bit of his front wing, so Tsunoda having usual Tsunoda luck, and he's going to be down at the back of the race as well, although he's going to at least finish ahead of Mazepin, who's out of the race with an engine failure as well. So yes, although not that he'll be missed anyway. Next up is Lando Norris, starting on the inside. Very late dive there, but Lando gives us a space, a little bit of understeer, forcing the car not to turn there. We're up to P6. Next up, Carlos Sainz. In similar same corner, less understeer as well. So we're through on the Ferrari. Now we've got Giovinazzi up in front. But there's a second to Giovinazzi. It takes until lap 4 to be able to really catch up and threaten Giovinazzi. But he gets, unlike Sainz and Norris, the Williams seems to have very good drive off that hairpin corner there out after the bridge, so we're not unable to get past Giovinazzi. We have to wait until lap 5 actually to even have another go at him. I had to think about it going down the inside here, but we might as well just stay behind him because we should have better straight line speed, top end speed at least, even if he's got better acceleration in that Williams. We're going to dart down the inside here at the end of the DRS zone and up to P4 as well. So Giovinazzi though did give us a run for money, but in the end knows that it's once we're past, we got a little bit. We've actually got really good pace, which is good. It's not a Monaco situation where we had literally no pace and we're backing the entire field up into for P4. We're still in P4, but we do have some competitive pace. So jumping to lap 5, we've actually set and lap 5 onto lap 6. We set a purple final sector, so. The question is, the McLaren seems to have a good pace around this track, and also the wet weather seems to be not affecting the car really. So let's see what we can do. We've set a purple middle sector this time. Ricciardo is setting a 55.2. We are taking time out for Verstappen. So the question is, can we catch Verstappen before the end of the race? As we set a new fastest sector lap. 55.4. Here's my fastest lap overall though. two purple sectors here on lap 12. Max Verstappen is less than 3 seconds away, and the final corner here, I get to, well, we pretty much take a big chunk, not much as I'd like to there. Giovinazzi during this race, by the way, just to highlight, he's having a great race, keeping Sainz behind. He's still P5 ahead of Norris P6, so they're getting good points, and Stroll yet to get in the points. But here in the last lap, ran out of laps. So unlucky here. I've driven. This is the best drive we've had since we won in Portugal, and it's only P4. We are going to lose 2 points though to Verstappen, which is unfortunate. You know, this was another track that we're looking to gain points on Verstappen. We have lost points to Verstappen. A couple more laps, we would have been past Verstappen. We probably might have been able to have won this race. Not the first time I've done the first challenge. 54-3. Ricciardo, though, was, you know, Ricciardo and Gasly, they are on form. Their focus must be really high. Verstappen, a podium for him. Not so good on the fastest lap, though. So, you know, good for us as well. And then Stroll not scoring, Norris getting less points. So in terms of that, although we've lost 2 points, we've actually moved up to second place in the terms of the championship, and now Norris and Stroll are still behind us a little bit. In terms of the constructors, we're quite in front because Stroll didn't score to play, so first and fourth on the fastest lap is going to give us a 32-point lead. So constructors is looking easy. Drivers
Great work
not.
out there today. Let's have your thoughts. Would you say the championship is already won at this point?
Possibly. I'm not sure we can catch up at this point. We'll have to wait and see how the remaining races pan out, really.
There's quite a buzz around this team at the moment. What are your thoughts on them?
What do you mean, apart from the fact they've produced the first upgrade for 2 seasons?
Great. Well, that's everything.
So yes, there we go. That is Singapore. We've got 4 rounds left to go. As well. The next episode, Mexico, will be out on Monday, and then there'll be another episode at Brazil on Thursday next week as well. So yes, those 2 races we'll try and it's Azerbaijan, not Portugal. I was thinking of, by the way. You know, Austria as well. We had an okay drive, but we lost out to Norris there. Norris starting to gain a little bit of momentum in that Mercedes car, but you know, he made that his choice to depart McLaren for Mercedes after the British Grand Prix, having won 3 out of the 5 previous 4 races and leading the championship. Stroll ends his run of podiums. Gasly and Ricciardo, they are on good form. They're a little bit too far back to challenge for the title, but you know, going into season 5, they might be good prospects. So we'll have to wait and see on that. If you have though enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 drive come out of here as when they come out. Until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.